It's this one hair. It's this one hair. Me, 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 me. My problems. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today, I am mixing it up a little. I kind of wanted to sit down and do just a full set. Well, I say full set. For me, a full set is one hand, which I haven't done 5 nails in one sitting in a while. So I'm really excited and let's get into it.
I think the girls with their nails done now.
So I didn't live stream this week. I've just been run down. You know what I think it is? Winter. Ugh. It's been cold and rainy and gross all week. And it has been like the craziest funk. I'm not into it. The sun is finally starting to come back out. No, the seasonal depression is really rough. My secret to like combating seasonal depression, or just like when it gets so gloomy outside, is I close all of the blinds and then I turn on the lights. Luckily my nail lights in my, I still call it my studio. It's just my apartment. The nail lights are so bright, so they definitely help with that. And I think partly because I wasn't live streaming and being under the lights, I was just like, it's so dark, what's going on? Now that I am out here in California, this is one thing I am always conflicted on, because I love snow. I love winter, like snow aesthetics, snow in the forest, icicles. It's all so pretty, so I love it. The problem, and those of you who live where it snows probably know, after like day 2, day 3, the snow starts to become like not so fun, and it's like it starts to get dirty, and it's just it's cold, doesn't go away, and it's like, okay. This is just me like growing up in Connecticut, and then everything's wet for the next 2 months until summer. But it is those like pretty moments, those pretty days, especially when it's like falling, that I really love. So I was really inspired to do just a winter set, something really like icicle, snowflake themed. And that's kind of what we're doing today. I've been doing a little rearranging of the nail space, but just really kind of getting a feel for where things kind of will naturally sit in my general space. Growing up in Connecticut, fall and winter, fall, winter, and spring, they were all, I think, so much more better, because like summer, it was just hot. You know, it was hot, sunny. You know, we had some crazy storms up in Connecticut. Like, and every once in a while, a random hurricane would just like shoot up, get a little wild up there. And I think that's why I loved fall and winter so much, because it was like things started to actually shift and change. And then, you know, of course, when things would start to warm up, I think I always just liked the change of it all, as opposed to when we just kind of sit there. And I don't know, I say that, but then there were those days where I just remember being so cold, and I would be like, I'm moving to a warmer climate, and I did. So here we are. What I also don't get, and maybe someone can explain this to me, because daylight savings, what is it and why do we do it? Because that has messed me up so bad. I'm like just now recovering from the adjustment. Like, I feel like, especially the way Gen Z is, I feel like one day we're just gonna collectively forget about daylight savings and just like not do it. I literally think the US is like the only place that does it. And I really don't understand it. Other than the fact that it messes up my sleep schedule, which has never stabilized since I've changed time zones. I wake up at 6 a.m. I go to bed at 6 a.m. One thing I'm really struggling with, because I always like to keep myself active. I always like to be doing something, be productive, you know? I could always be working on something. But I've also gotten to a point in my life where I'm pretty comfortable, and like I don't have to work as hard, which is a little strange for me, because I love to work hard. And then it's like, I don't know, but I just have those moments where it's like, I don't need to be burnt out right now. Like, I think I'm finally getting to a point where it's like, okay, you've earned a little bit of rest. And so I'm trying to see it like that, because ultimately what has happened is I checked all the boxes on like all my short-term goals. I don't really know what I have for like long-term goals. So I'm a little directionless right now, which is a little scary, but I'm trying to be okay with it. I think I can be a little directionless for a little bit. Eventually I'll want to figure that out, but you know, not right now. I figured out one thing that I was like kind of missing. Not missing, I ended up replacing it because I think it just got lost, or I got rid of it or something. I don't know. But if you are into gel art, I don't recommend like a rigid palette I mean, sometimes like a tile, you can like clean it off with acetone. It's fine, whatever. Even my metal one, but I have, it's just a latex or silicone piece of rubber or something. I just got a new one. It's just a square, but after I'm done with all my gel art, I can cure it, stretch it, and it all kind of just pops off. That's just another little nail hack of mine. You know, I'm remembering all these like nail hacks that I just do like subconsciously in my normal day-to-day, but now I have to like think about it. Like, what am I doing? How did I do this 6 months ago? What was I using? Why is it not working now? Let me tell you just a little bit about these nails. Again, trying to plan things. I wanted to be ready for winter, have something planned, and I was thinking icicles, snowflakes, things like that. And I really wanted to just do a little bit of everything. Some gel art, encapsulation, color blocking, the whole nine. I've been really just into doing everything all at once. There was a couple things. I missed doing one-handed. That was nice because I wasn't walking around with like 7.5 nails. It was super weird. I wasn't super into it. And having just like a hand done is really nice. So I'm very glad that I'm getting back into that. Even just the like sitting down for the session, even though it took me several hours, I'll tell you that. Just sitting down, spending time with the nails was nice. Forget that I don't have deadlines. I don't have like all this crazy pressure on me that I put on myself. And I need to be careful with that sometimes. Cause I'm like, I need to put things out. I need to do this. I need to do that. But I can calm down and just enjoy it. That's what I'm trying to do. Just enjoy it. Lord knows how long it'll stay good. But yeah, just doing a full 5 nails was just really cute and nice. When I do my nails, like if I'm doing a cohesive hand, I love to just kind of like alternate the fingers, where I do like the pointer and the ring finger, and then the thumb, the middle, and the pinky will all kind of correlate. So for the thumb, middle, and pinky, I wanted something really really glamorous. You'll never be glamour. I wanted something really just like classy, lovely. But we kind of started off with like a chrome base. Also with like, I love to do a polygel French tip. They're just really easy to control. They take a little bit longer, but they always end up like super clean. And then I kind of just encapsulated like some caviar beads with some clear, just staying with like the whole icicle theme and just snow. California snow, it's a little different. And I really wanted to try the spider gel, but it just did not work out. So I used my liners. They were really tea with just painting on some of those snowflakes. But then for our pointer and ring finger, that I wanted to be like our true, like just icicle nail, like super sharp, super pointy. Like you just imagine it hanging from the house and it's like so shiny. So all of the nails did start off with that like chrome base. For these ones, I really just crumpled up some Aerofoil that I had, grabbed like some of the random shapes, and to make different kind of like reflective light and make it look just like cracked icicles. And so encapsulating that was fun. It was a little like crazy lumpy and messy, but that's just encapsulation. My original plan was to kind of border the silver foil that I am putting on there, but it didn't kind of work out. So I kind of just put it randomly. I think it looked lovely how I did it. That was kind of just my rundown of the nails. I was avoiding charms this time around. Don't get me wrong, I love a charm nail. A chunky charm, things just all over the place, texture, we love it. But I love a smooth nail. Something that is just so sleek. And I also alternated between the matte and glossy. I don't know, mixing it up. Why not? I do think that winter nails go great matte, because I think also kind of just looks like the snow. Snow's pretty matte looking, unless it's frozen over, and maybe that's why they work together. So I wanted to tell you this crazy story. So sometimes me and my friends go out to these events. I've said it before, I love a plan, I love an event. And so there's this one artist, love them, Mel Forever. Their music's great. They have a really good stage presence, except out of nowhere. And apparently, because I've seen them before multiple times and I didn't notice this the first time because I was just, I'm a 365 party girl. If I'm lost in the sauce, then whatever. But I look up and all of a sudden, they're naked. Like they're performing their music, they're on stage, and I'm like, oh, that's everything. Okay, there was that. You know, you're just vibing and all of a sudden there's like girl dick in front of you, and that's okay. Some girls have dicks, but it was just so unexpected. And like, I look over and my friend's just like, what did we get tickets to? You know, when you go to see a music artist, you just don't expect them to all of a sudden be naked on stage. Like, I don't know. I had a great time, I'll tell you that. You know, it's so funny. I was thinking about how I've just been a little like kind of directionless in this like little like motivational pit. And I was just thinking like, why is it happening all of a sudden? And I guess what it truly is like going from pressure-based motivation, like the moving deadlines, the money that I needed to spend to pack my stuff up and get here, versus like inspirational or visionary motivation where you're trying to like create something from nothing. It's a little different and it's a little more challenging, but that is like the true freedom to create something completely new and like do whatever you want. Because I don't want to be slumped over and lazy. I like to keep moving. If I'm uncomfortable, I have the desire to move. I also feel like with the goals that I've kind of completed, like taking that dive is pretty scary. So then having bigger goals means you have to take a bigger dive and bigger risks, and it's just gonna be even scarier. And I'm like, am I ready for that? Maybe. I mean, I'm uncomfortable enough to have the desire to move, but am I ready to stress myself out again? I think my biggest goal is just like really building my brand. Focus on the nails, build my brand up, clean things up a little. I have work to do and I am excited. Like, I'm 26, I'm not wasting my time. And I really just want to build like an internet aura. I love when just like online creators, real or not, like have this just like internet presence that is just, I think people need to be careful with like parasocial relationships. I think they're fun, just creating this online identity of who you are. I try to be pretty authentic, but when I come in here, I'm in nail mode. Like, you don't see all of me in the one sitting, but I think it's super cool just to like cultivate that. And I really want to build that and just build like this space here. I'm ready to do that. Surprise update, the album is done. I never thought I would say that. Oh my God. If you're ever thinking about doing an album, good luck, diva. Good luck, babe. It was grueling. It was hard. And oh my God, I don't know how many more times I have that left in me. But honestly, I had a lot of fun. And the only way I was able to actually complete it was when I just like started having fun. And once I started to like do that, it just happened so fast. And I was like, oh, okay. There's just a lot of like admin stuff left, like artwork and like data and like getting it up and all that. I don't have like a official release date. I think it's just gonna kind of come out, but make sure you're following because I'll be able to post about it and let you know. Also, I feel like coming out to LA, there's a lot less pressure when it comes to creating. Like, it is a little more of like a natural like flow kind of thing. And it seems to be the general vibe out here, which has been nice. It's been a little hard to adjust to because you guys know me. I'm like go, frantic anxiety all the time. Like, always stressing about like overthinking and then getting stressed about overthinking. Like, it's too much and I don't need to be doing it. One thing that's also been really nice is that like I'm finding a lot of other people like me. Like, when I was out in Nashville, I was kind of like, I don't know, there wasn't a lot of weirdos with like long nails and crazy tattoos and out here. But then when I'm here and I go out and I see like 3 of me, I'm like, my people. Like, it's fine. And it definitely, you do feel the sense of like the little fish in the big pond kind of thing, but I'm not mad at it. On the topic of just finding my people, it has made me a little more collaborative. Although a bunch of my friends, they always say they want to create something, and then I'm always like, oh my God, let's do it. Like, let's make a song, or I don't know, work on a project. They're always like, I'm tired, I don't have time. I'm like, diva, nobody does. I don't. We gotta fit it in somewhere. Another thing my friends say, and I think a lot of people kind of agree with, but I don't know, I disagree with, that you can tweak a song forever and like always make changes, but I kind of disagree. I feel like eventually, kind of like a nail, like it no longer is a conglomeration of bits and pieces and like gel that you've just stuck onto your hand. Once you put that top coat on, it's just a nail. And I feel like that's kind of like my music, where a bunch of random sounds that all kind of come together, and with this album, like eventually there just wasn't anything left to tweak. and I was happy with it. So very excited about that. All right, I just wanted to show you what these look like. They are so pretty. I am loving the just alternating design. I really kind of miss doing that and just like having a full complete set and just like having a cohesive theme. I think they just turned out just like so pretty and beautiful. And I just love all the glitter under the matte and the shiny. I think they turned out beautiful. But if you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It supports the channel so much and it just helps me make more content. So thanks again for watching and I'll see you in the next one.
I think the girls with their nails done now.